All right, let's talk some NFL talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to support the channel is to share the video and check out the NFL talk playlist for more videos like this. And we got some NFL topics. Josh Gordon has re-signed with the Seahawks. He sold his Super Bowl Patriot ring earlier this week. He auctioned it off for $180,000 plus. We'll talk about him. Also, Dwayne Haskins will be named the starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins week 1. So no Alex Smith, no Kyle Allen. But let's start off here. Tua Tagovailoa, I can't pronounce his name for shit. He might start week 1 for the Dolphins. The Dolphins are impressed with his recovery so far that they are also putting Josh Rosen up for trade again. Rosen got pushed out of Arizona for Kyler Murray. Now he's getting pushed out of Miami for Tua. And last year, he started some games for them. He just didn't seem to really get right. And Fitzpatrick, he do what he do best when he don't have no pressure, no expectations to win. He played freely. He won some football games, and now Rosen is going to be pushed out of Miami. They're looking to trade him. But, yeah, basically Tua might start week 1. Obviously the injury he had was pretty gruesome, the hip. If Miami feels that, they can protect him and they got the weapons around him, then he going to play. That's what it seemed like. So week 1, you could see Tua out there. I think they should have sat him for 1 year, kept Rosen and Fitzpatrick and, just reassured them. But right now, Miami, they added some really good pieces to that defense. They got some really good pieces on offense like Devontae Parker. If maybe they feel they can compete for a division that's up for grabs. Right now in New England, they got Cam Newton. He looking good, but still no Tom Brady, and they started to slip with Tom Brady last year. The Jets got Sam Darnold, so they're not going nowhere fast. And Buffalo got expectations. We know teams that got expectations that was able to play free the year before, they may, stumble. So they're probably thinking that, instead of starting off with Fitzpatrick or Rosen and falling behind and then Tua having a hot start like Baker did his rookie year, had they started Baker instead of Tyrod, maybe Browns would have made the playoffs that year. And maybe they thinking the same thing with the Miami Dolphins that, all right, let's not waste no time. Let's start Tua. And I think, then also that piques the interest. More people going to watch them Dolphin games. And if they have fans in the stands in Miami at some point, they're going to sell out a lot of tickets. So, once again, it just seemed like those Hawaiian guys that play quarterback now with Marcus Mariota and Tua just seem like they can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Mariota, he still refused to put on weight. He still refused to lift heavy. It might mess up his throwing mechanics, but at the end of the day, it's better than, not being available to play at all. So Tua, he got to get stronger. And being in Alabama, you think that they would have got him strong. They got one of the best strength and conditioning programs in the country, if not the best. And right now, Tua, he just wasn't strong enough to survive in the SEC. And SEC is physical. College football a little bit more physical than pros, but they protect the quarterback pretty well in the NFL. But still, he got to be able to get stronger. And those Hawaiian guys just don't seem to be strong enough as far as at the quarterback position to hold up. And if Tua go out there and he have an injury-prone career, it's going to be hard for anybody to draft another Mariota or Tua. So he got a lot on his shoulders right here as far as the lineage of his people and getting an opportunity in the NBA. But, NFL, but hey, he can throw it, But the thing about it is, they better be able to protect him, and not just protect him off with an offensive line, but with the play calling and all that. So he may end up starting. They knew the risk that took him. If he started, he get injured, then they gonna be looking stupid. But if he get injury prone, he get injured in this league where they protected the quarterback and they do all this thing to protect the quarterback and they got a strike zone now. You can't hit him too high, you can't hit him too low. He continue to get injured. He could have never played in the 90s, the 80s or none of that nature. So he just got to get stronger. Some quarterbacks don't like to lift because they think it messes up their throwing mechanics. But some guys need to lift and get stronger, straight up and down. Some guys need to put on weight. But as far as what he can do, he provide mobility. He a left-handed quarterback. So that means you have to have your best pass blocker, at right tackle, your right tackle at left tackle. So that's kind of some things that switch around as well too. But he can throw that thing. He got talent. You know what I'm saying? And he never got that Heisman, in Alabama because his injury history. But, hey, that game he came in and spelled Jalen Hurts in, he threw that thing in the cover two. He dropped it in the box and they won. He bad. And I look forward to seeing him succeed in Miami. I have nothing against the Miami Dolphins. They deserve a winner down there. So hopefully he get the job done. Hopefully he can start and stay healthy. And for their sake, I think the NFL will be good with the Miami Dolphins on the uprise. You know what I'm saying? The Steelers kind of starting to fall off a little bit. The Patriots starting to fall off a little bit. So now you got Kansas City coming up there in the AFC. You got Lamar and Baltimore coming. You got Baker coming. You got Watson. You got Tennessee coming. So now the guard is starting to change a little bit. It's not the same norm. And Miami could be right in the mix. But we'll see, man. But they also going to be trading Josh Rosen. So poor guy, man. A kid that, lost his job to two short-ass quarterbacks. He lost his job to 5'8", Kyler Murray. I said that jokingly. He lost his job to 6'1", Tua Tagovailoa. But, if he is able to put together, ain't nothing gonna stop that kid mentally. Mentally, that kid been under pressure his whole career in the National Football League. If he do get a shot and he able to put it together and go somewhere and be free and play the position the way he need to play it, he gonna be a dangerous quarterback. Mentally, he gonna be really, really strong in this league. And he just gotta take it as part of his battle. I remember Chauncey Billups in the NBA. He had a long battle, bouncing around, and it finally hit. So Josh Rosen just gotta stay confident. He gotta stay prepared. He gotta stay working. And he got the talent. So somewhere, he eventually get another shot. I mean, Indianapolis, man, Phillip Rivers don't do good and Brissett keep getting injured. And maybe they ain't ready for Jacob Eason. He can slide up in there and do his thing. I mean, you can keep going just around the National Football League. Philadelphia always need quarterbacks. They getting injured. Chicago, maybe they don't like Trubisky. They cut him and bring Rosen in. I mean, you can just keep going on and on. Jacksonville might need somebody back up Gardner Minshew if he ain't the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's some possibilities out there for him, but I wish him the best. And it's pain to see somebody go through the pain that he's going through. But once again, he got millions. He getting bank. So he'll be all right. But to move on, Dwayne Haskins will be the starter for the Washington football team. Alex Smith had came back from his leg injury, which I think he's crazy. But at the end of the day, he ain't gonna leave that big money with $20+ million. He ain't gonna leave that. But I wouldn't come back and play. You almost lost your life with that leg injury. I don't care how much medicine advanced, but that's on him. But Dwayne Haskins probably really improved. And remember, he only started 1 year for Ohio State. I remember when he came in the year before he started in a Michigan game, and he came in and did well and lit us up and really gave me I lost all hope for beating Ohio State for a while. But he threw he threw the ball well. He not the mobile quarterback. He a guy that can make the throws in the pocket. They got some good defensive over there. Another Ohio State, they add defensive guys over there. Ohio State guy they added was Chase Young. He got Tim McClennan as a receiver. They did well. So it's an Ohio State reunion over there. They got Montez Sweat, Ryan Kerrigan. You know what I'm saying? So they got some dudes over there, and I look forward to his progression. They seem to believe in him. He do got some quarterbacks that can breathe down his neck. Kyle Allen, he's had a little bit of success in this league. And Alex Smith has some success in this league. So look forward to Dwayne Haskins starting and taking that next step. And hopefully, if anybody win the NFC East, hopefully it could be a black quarterback because, Dak is in a situation where he might be getting railroaded. I like Daniel Jones, and Wentz is injured again. If you didn't hear, Carson Wentz had a soft tissue injury, and now Jalen Hurts looks like he can play. He might be able to play a little bit, but we all know Wentz is going to get hurt eventually. He already injured early, and that dude is just fragile. So we never know what can happen. Maybe Washington could put it together, and praying for their coach, Ron Rivera, who has cancer as well. So, he's still going to coach, and they still going to get him the treatment that he need to get. But for Washington, it's good to look at Dwayne Haskins. I'm always happy to see a black quarterback get an opportunity. There's been so many other black quarterbacks through the test of time that haven't got the opportunity to play. Hines Ward, Randall L., Brad Smith, but then again, you see Tebow getting an opportunity. There's been so many guys that had to go to Hard Rock, Warren Moon. He had to go to the CFL to be able to get opportunity playing the league. And, so you make it feel good whenever you see, a black quarterback really get a chance to start the season off. And hopefully he can ball out. Last year he didn't start. Jay Crew didn't want him. That regime didn't want him. Ron Rivera embracing him. And now maybe they put on some things that, make him feel comfortable. So look forward to seeing Dwayne Haskins succeed in the National Football League. And, hopefully ball out. And, they still got Adrian Peterson there. I'm not sure who all the Washington football team added this year. But hopefully, they did trade Trent Williams as well. He didn't play last year. But, you just hope you see, this kid do well. I don't like Ohio State. Fuck the fuck eyes. But I always want to see a black quarterback do well. So hopefully he ball out, do what he got to do. And he throw some touchdowns and, get another contract and possibly bring Super Bowl to Washington for their football fans, but it seemed to have more Cowboy fans down there than Washington football team fans. So that's crazy, at least from my experiences around. But yeah, Josh Gordon. Let's end it off here. Josh Gordon has resigned with the Seahawks. They're waiting for him to get re-signed. When people say marijuana isn't addictive, I had this topic all the time. Oh no, it's not addictive. It's not a gateway drug. And cocaine is becoming a pandemic again, or its own epidemic. A lot of these dudes, you can be chilling and you hear these stories about people just pulling coke out and sniffing it. Marijuana is a gateway drug and it's addictive a lot of the times because it's not natural marijuana. People say it comes from the earth. It's so tampered with. It's so poison. It's so all that type of stuff. They add all these chemicals and sprays to it, and also the tobacco wraps is what make it addicting as well. And people, don't believe they got a problem. If you can't stop smoking weed for millions, or you can't stop smoking weed to go in that plant or go in that store to make that money, then you got a problem. And marijuana is addictive, and people don't want to agree with it. But this ain't the chronic from the '90s. This some mutated, dope. But this dude just can't stop smoking weed. They added to the policy, but you still can be suspended. If you get caught with weed in your system, and I wouldn't give him another opportunity. I'm sorry. I'm all for giving people opportunities. He's just an idiot. And obviously, smoking that weed and drinking that drink and game banging, in my Smokey Robinson voice, a joke. But, and all that time off, it killed the skill level. He no longer the player that he was in Cleveland to begin with. And you know what? You look at guys like Charles Rogers, Justin Blackmon, and you look at guys like Josh Gordon destroyed their career over drinking and marijuana and stuff of that nature, man. It's crazy, man. But we see if we get on the right foot for Seattle. They got Tyler Lockett that could play, number one in the slot. They got DK Metcalf. But the one thing Seahawks don't have is a good defensive line. So also, offensive line always been shitty. But there's been rumors that they may be ready to move on from Russell Wilson really pretty soon. But hey, check out our NFL Talk playlist. Want to make a donation, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, but Cash App, PayPal in the description. If you want to make a donation, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description as well. Best way to donate is to share the video. Check out our NFL Talk playlist. Let me know what you guys think about the video. One time for the one time gone.